Ready? Play.
2-1 Gauff. I've been really impressed. I think we all have by Belinda Bencic so far this year as she's coming back from having a child, which, yeah, she's come back quite quickly and has done quite well. I don't know how well her game really matches up with Coco Gauff. To me, it does seem like Coco probably has, like, the things that Bencic is good at, some of them are just things that Coco Gauff is better at. And that can be hard. And I mean, you saw on that screen from their head to head in their match at the Australian Open, like Bencic pulls out a first set, I think it was 7-5. And yeah, Gauff didn't serve very well there. And then she kind of pulled it together. And you can see the last two sets, it's 6-2, 6-1. I think that's kind of my take on it. I think Gauff is a heavy favorite and will get through it. I'm just not sure that Bencic is quite at that level yet.
I think it's a real struggle with Gauff's serve at the moment.
Yeah. You saw what happened in the Zachary match.
How many double faults in the last? There
were 9.
Was it? Yeah.
5 of them were on match point.
It's rough. I mean, and then her first, well, I said round of 64 match, it was 21 double faults. Obviously, we don't know what's going on and like whether it just needs to, like, her serve needs to be broken down and restructured again or what happens. But I feel like Bencic might be able to take after this. If Gauff serves up as many as she did in her round of 64 match, this could get quite close. But yeah, what Carson was saying, from in recent memory, was in the 3 that I can think of off the top of my head of players coming back after having children: Osaka, Bencic, and Wozniacki. Bencic is played unreal after like 4 months since her comeback. Like, Osaka made the final in Auckland, played that one crazy match against Swiatek, but hasn't quite got back to where she was. Wozniacki played really well 2/3 of last year, and then I actually don't know what's happened. She's kind of like dropped off the face of the earth, and she hasn't played at all this year, and nobody really knows why. Well, not that I know of anyway. So I'm super impressed with Bencic, and I'm going to go that Bencic comes through in 3.
Okay. It's quite bold.
I think you're
Isabel,
missing...
you can go.
I just want to add real quick, Fergus, I think you're missing one of the major players coming back from childbirth that has probably the best run of any of them, and that's Svitolina.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, she made, the quarters at the French and then the semis at Wimbledon less than 6 months after coming back from maternity leave. But yeah, Bencic also having a really fantastic comeback. I think I would agree that she's going to take it in 3, just kind of based on what I saw yesterday of Coco. I just don't feel confident about her. I think the only reason she won that match is because Zachary was making just as many unforced errors.
That Zachary forehand.
Yeah, and if Bencic like just kind of pecks at like the weaknesses in Coco's game, I think she could kind of fall apart on her own. not that I want her to. I don't, I love her. I want her to win, but yeah, I just don't. I'm sketchy on her right now.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think it's like super, super tight match for me. Like, he's very close to 50-50. I think Bencic has the game to hit with Coco and counterpunch really well, especially off the backhand wing. We know that Coco Gauff's backhand is, top of the tour, and if you can't hang off that wing, like, it's going to be a tough day for you. But Bencic has that ability, and obviously so much success so far this year, and already having played Coco, I think this court is like extremely different than in Australia. So I think that's a big thing. But as Isabel mentioned, I think this court can kind of hurt Coco in a sense where she's almost beating herself, having too much time on her ground strokes, especially off the forehand wing. But you know, if Coco can make this a physical battle, that's where I think she'll you know, find a little bit of an advantage. But that's my take.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.